faster than a speeding bullet, more powerful than a locomotive.
Oh. Hey, could you get off my car, please? Thanks.
Able to leap tall buildings at a single bound. Strange visitor from another planet who came to Earth with powers and abilities far beyond those of mortal men. Look, up in the sky. It's a bird.
It's a plane.
It's...
You suck. You know what? Let's just get to the video. What is up to all my lights out there? It is Suave, and today we are talking about our greatest superpower in this three-dimensional reality. So let's get straight into it. As always, let's get it started. Let's not waste no time. Today, let's talk about how super we are. No, but first I want to talk about what our greatest superpower is, alright? And our greatest superpower in this three-dimensional reality that I feel we have is the power of choice. Why do I think this is our greatest superpower? Because one, choice is the driving force of everything. If we didn't have the ability to choose, we wouldn't have an identity. We wouldn't even know who we are. We would almost be like robots. Instead of having to choose and having the ability to choose our own route and take our own direction, you know? We're not forced to go in one direction. And that's the beauty of choice. Because we're not forced to go in one direction. We can pretty much choose which direction we want to go in. So that's why I say choice is a driving force. We can use choice to direct which way we want to take our life. We can use choice to choose not to do anything at all. We have to know that in all scenarios we have the ability to choose. We have a choice. The only thing to note is, yes, in certain scenarios, choice has consequences. Like I said, since we have the ability to choose, you can choose which direction you want to take your life in. Do you want to take your life in a good route? Do you want to take your life in a bad route? Do you want to take your life in a neutral route and not go anywhere at all? Do you just want to stay stagnant? Do you want to move forward? Everything that we do has a reaction.
Stop playing. Stop playing. Stop playing. Okay.
It's just, are you getting a negative reaction out of what you're doing or a positive reaction out of what you're doing? If you're really thinking about the choices that you make, then most likely you're getting a positive reaction, or you're most likely getting the reaction that you want out of the situation. But if you're not thinking things through, sometimes you're not getting the reaction that you want out of the situation. Is always be aware of the choices you make and the reactions that are going to come from the choices that you make. There is scenarios where reactions, we cannot control the reactions that happen. And I'll get to that later. I'll touch on that a little bit later. But the point is, every choice gets a reaction. Cause and effect. The cause and effect principle. We should always be aware that we have this power of choice, though, because, as I said, when you know how to use choice and you know how to use it in the way to direct your life in the way that you want it to go, then you can really take your life in a direction that's suitable for you. Something that can bring out the best in you from the choices that you make. You want to be able to choose the direction that your life goes. And if you know how to access choice and you're aware choice is a power and you can literally use it in ways to direct your life.
You take the blue pill. The story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to believe. You take the red pill. You stay in Wonderland. And I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes.
What I was going to touch on earlier is there are two things that choice does not help us to direct and does not give us control over. Because choice gives you control over your life and the direction that you want to take your life, but choice does not give us control over two things. and that is unpredictability and people. That's why earlier I said sometimes our reactions won't go the way as planned because of unpredictability, one, and people. People are unpredictable, so they actually go in the category of unpredictability. But the reason why I say that is because sometimes we make choices to act on certain things, and people will react differently than we expect them to sometimes, which is why we shouldn't have expectations, or sometimes it would be a negative reaction and something that you didn't see coming because you didn't have any intention of it getting a negative reaction. People have that power to choose as well, so when people choose, they may choose to react differently than what you thought they would when you chose to approach them with whatever you approach them with. So we cannot control people by making choices and acting on certain things, or making choices to say certain things, or making choices to do certain things. And that's why we have to know that sometimes people will give us different reactions from the choices that we make, and that's okay. And I'll give you guys a prime example, or a small example, is love. You can choose who you want to love, but you can't make them choose you. They have to choose themselves if they love you back. So sometimes if you choose to love someone and they don't love you back, and you get that reaction that they don't love you back, it's okay. You just made a choice, and they have a different reaction because they want their life to go a different route. And I'm not saying that it's something that does not hurt, because sometimes it does hurt, but it's just something that we have to come to an understanding about. Now, unpredictability is a different one, but unpredictability overall is just unpredictable situations. You know, like, for example, if you just get a new car and for some odd reason someone crashes into your car the very same day, it's an unpredictable situation. That's not anything that you have control over. And, you know, you made the choice to buy a new car, but you did not know that the outcome would come out to be like that. Probably thought that your car would last a long time. You didn't know what would happen, but sometimes scenarios don't go our way. Also, with unpredictability, natural disasters happen. There's a lot of things that happen that are unpredictable that we just don't see coming because it's just something we don't have control over. It just happens. And then when it happens, it's like, oh, what do I do now? Say you're choosing to take a trip, and then all of a sudden someone steals your money, and now you can't go on the trip that you were choosing to go on. And that's just unfortunate things that happen sometimes that we just have to come to an understanding on. I say come to an understanding because I feel like although these things we do not have control over, and we can't make these things choose to go our way, but the beautiful thing about choice is we can choose how we react to these outcomes. So we can choose how to react to people. We can choose how we react to unpredictable situations. Some people choose to stay sad for a long time. If that's something that you want to feel and that's somewhere you want to stay, but sometimes you have to know that you're choosing to stay there for a long time instead of choosing to take the steps to start getting better. That's the difference. So choose to do stuff with your life. Not everyone's going to want to be a part of that and want to go in the direction that you want to go, but you'll find people that will be there for you. But you just have to choose the route you want to take in life, and know that unfortunate and unpredictable things happen. Sometimes people react differently than we think that they would, but you can always choose how you want to react to that. Like, choose to go take the better route. Choose happiness. Choose to be happy over it. Choose to understand. Choose to move forward. Choose to keep moving forward. But yes, go out there, use this superpower, man. Use this power and choose, you know, make choices. You choose to wake up in the morning. You choose to get out of bed. You choose to get dressed. You choose what kind of clothes you want to wear for the day. You choose who you want to call, who you want to talk to, who you want to hang out with. You choose what kind of job you want to go for. You choose who you want to love. You choose who you want to be friends with. You make choices every day, so just continue to make them. And just know, be aware that you always have a choice, no matter what. You always have a choice. Sometimes people won't understand the choices that you make because they expect you to make choices based on their life. But you need to understand that you have a life as well, and you need to make choices that are beneficial for your life. So, as I said, go out there, make some choices, choose what you want to do, know that you have this power, take advantage of it, and really make choices that are beneficial for you. Make sure to let me know in the comment section down below some choices that you made that were beneficial and that helped you to change your life in a better way. Make sure to add me on all social media as well, because I want to connect with all you lights out there and have more discussions with you guys and meet some more beautiful people. I've already met some great people out there, and it's just been pretty good to meet a lot of you guys and to talk with a lot of you guys and hear your perspectives and just how you guys are going through life. So I'm actually really loving that, and it's been a real big thing for me. So make sure to add me on all social media, alright? Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys like this video or love this video, make sure to give it a coin flip. Hit that subscribe button and that bell icon so you guys can stay connected with me and follow me along on this journey. And as always, make sure to keep growing, keep loving, keep connecting, and keep spreading light. Bye guys.